Hey everyone, Wet Movie One back here again for another little random video for you guys today. A day or so ago, I went down into my garage, was searching through some boxes, for different movies and things like that, and I came across my old Nintendo 64 system and a good amount of my old school video games that I loved playing, back in like the, mid to late 90s and things. And I'm going to be showing you guys my little Nintendo 64 collection right now. I know it's kind of random, but like I don't have that many games. I used to have a lot more when I was younger and stuff. But let's head on over to the other side of my room and I'll show you guys my collection. As you can see, I got my old school the controller out right here. I could have sworn I had 4 controllers, like a blue one and 2 other gray ones. I couldn't find those in my garage as of recent, but here's my old school 64 that I had from back in the 90s. It already has one of my favorite games of all time in it, Mario Kart 64. I used to go crazy, playing that game with my handful of my friends back in our old apartment that we used to have, back in the 90s and things. I used to go ham, playing that game. But the sad thing is, I don't have like all the cords I need to make it work on my television right here. Like I have all the audio video cords and everything, but it just doesn't seem to be displaying on this television set, which is kind of pissing me off. I think I need like a different kind of component cable or something that I need to plug in those audio video cables into, and then plug that into the television, because this is a newer, obviously, television compared to the ones that I had, back in the 90s and stuff. And I was really hoping and being, super excited to play this thing, but I can't do it until I get like a different kind of, cable and stuff. But here's the stack. The little stack of, Nintendo 64 games that I still have, the ones I did buy when I was younger and stuff. So let's go through these one by one. Of course, I'm going to start off with the first game, which you guys already saw in the system over there, was this, Super Mario Kart 64. That being one of my top 2 favorite games of all time. And I think I'm going to save my very favorite game till last. But if you guys follow me and watch my live shows and stuff, you already know what it is. But like I said, I only have a small stack of games. I used to have a hell of a lot more when I was younger. But I over the years, I whittled them down to like my favorite ones and just sort of kept them, But here's my first one up right here, no particular order, really, except for the last one, is Cruising the World. I used to remember playing this game all the time, like especially in the arcades and stuff too, like putting all these quarters in and like playing it, playing it like crazy. And there was times where you can like step on the wheel, like like double tap the gas, and then your car would go zzzz. And like I believe in this one, sometimes you can like hit different animals, and animals would be like explode in front of you. Like you see like the body parts sort of kind of not super bloody, but you see them like kind of like fly around a little bit like that. And back in the day, I used to put my name on the cartridges on some of them. Sometimes I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. But next up over here is also a game that I always liked. I really like this franchise as a whole, especially when I was a kid. I haven't really played the newer ones, like like the ones that are still coming out to this day. But I used to play the original ones, like in the arcade systems. And then when I started getting video game systems, and when these games started coming out, I was getting super excited. I used to play this game with my sister all the time as well. Not just this volume, but the other incarnations of them as well on cartridge-based games. And that is Mortal Kombat 4. Dude, I always loved this stuff. Obviously, I love I even have my Blu-rays of the actual feature films right here. The original one and Annihilation signed by the for the most part, the cast and the director of these films. And it's just kind of super cool, you know what I mean? And to have like the actor who played Liu Kang, Robin Shu in my videos and stuff, and just like growing up playing the games and then actually meeting the person that played Liu Kang, in the actual movies. It's super cool to me, because like I always like trying to do the fatalities and stuff. It was like back A or back B or something like that. You have to like try to like do it real fast towards the end, and you can like do all sorts of moves. But I know I'm kind of rambling, but one of my favorite characters to use in here was always Scorpion or Sub-Zero, you know what I mean? You know, get over here! And my sister was like, could you stop doing that, please? You know what I'm saying? But there's another fighting game that I love too, which I don't think was on 64. I think it was like a PlayStation or something. But I love Tekken. Tekken is also one of my favorite, you know, fighting game, you know, from back when too. But next up over here, this is actually another Mortal Kombat game. Is Mortal Kombat Trilogy, but I don't have any of the original cases for these games, like the original boxes and things like that. I used to have like the cartridges themselves, and I also have WCW versus NWO World Tour. You know, being a wrestling fan growing up as a kid, I had to get some, you know, wrestling games in my life. I originally had like the old school ones from like the Super Nintendo and like, you know, Nintendo and things, but these ones right here, the WCW NWO stuff. Super fun, man. You get like, you know, the Big Show in there, Hulk Hogan, you know, when he was the Hollywood Hogan and stuff. I don't know. I love this game's a lot of fun as well. And of course, I'm not a fan of all the Star Wars video games by any means. So like, this is pretty much the only game I ever played that's Star Wars that I actually liked and enjoyed. And it's probably not the best one. You guys let me know in the comments. But this is my personal favorite one, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, where you get to like race in the pod racers and stuff against each other or against the computer or whatever it is. Me and my friends I used to, you know, hang out with in our old apartment building used to play this one a lot too, along with, you know, Mario Kart 64 and the last game that you're gonna see me talk about here. But a Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the pod racing game. Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. But like I said, the other Star Wars games that came out before or after, wasn't a super big fan of, but that one was a lot of fun because I love racing games. And next up over here is WCW versus NWO Revenge, man. Look at that old school cartridge right there, bro. This one right here, of course, you get Goldberg and Raven and, you know, Big Daddy Cool up in here. Also, my name's on the back. But this one is equally as cool as the, you know, this one right here that I just showed you a second or two ago. Super fun wrestling games. I always love wrestling stuff. And we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Here's another one called Cruising USA. I had Cruising the World, but you have to have Cruising USA as well. Another fun little nostalgic racing game from my childhood right there. And we also got one of my favorite sports games. I don't really play a lot of like basketball games. Like the ones I used to play that were sports games, basketball related, from like the old school systems was you know, NBA Jam, you know what I mean? You like bounce the ball and slam it, boom, shakalaka. Like that was my shit back in the day as well. But when it comes to football games, there was only one football game I ever played that I thought I was good at, and I always had a lot of fun playing with friends and even the computer, and that is NFL Blitz 2000. This one was hella fucking cool, right, man? And this one right here has that old school Blockbuster sticker on the back here. I bought it from Blockbuster back in what does it say right here? Yes, it has a rental code, and I think I bought it back in like 2001, maybe something like that. Maybe from the Blockbuster I used to work at, because I used to go to that store all the time before I got hired there. And expect videos of me talking about my experience working at Walmart and stuff. So I made videos talking about how it was working at Blockbuster Video. There's old videos in the past that I did on my channel. But yeah, Blitz 2000, one of my favorite sports games, football related of all time. Any other football game, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Blitz. Blitz 2000, maybe one or two other Blitz incarnations is what I like as well. But here's another really fun game to play, especially if you have a lot of friends over and you can play 4 players, you know, on it and stuff. It's a really fun, super dope game, and that is Super Smash Brothers. This is something every single Nintendo 64 collector has to have in their collection. This one, Mario Kart 64, and this last one I'm going to be showing you guys in just a moment. But I used to play this one for hours, you know, with a lot of my friends from back when. I think I remember playing this stuff with Gabriel as well, if I'm not mistaken. But Super Smash Brothers, man, you can't go wrong with Mario in your life, man. And the last game is my favorite one of all time. My absolute, you know, favorite one of all time. This is like the one that me and my friends would always play first before anything else, for the most part, you know, and that is Goldeneye. Super dope. The stuff I like playing is the multiplayer, when you can like pick different levels and like try to hide from one another, you know, collect different kind of guns, you know, ammunition, you can like throw bombs at each other and shit like that. It was super fun. Even the single player mode when you're trying to beat the computer is hard, but it's super damn cool and super fun. But like, how many times have I said super fun? I don't care. But I love this game. One of the greatest ones of all time, at least to me. Let me know down below. What are some of your favorite Nintendo 64 games of all time that you played non-stop, when the system was out? But yeah, this is my small little collection of Nintendo 64 games that I still have to this day, being in 2020 right now. But hopefully sometime soon I can get the right connections that I need to get it working on my television here, or bring it on over to my friend Aaron's house soon, or sometime soon, and play it on his television, because that's his house is like the middle ground, and like where a lot of our other friends come, and we can all sit there and play video games together. Because when I'm here, I can pretty much play with myself. You know what I mean? Well, hey, that sounds kind of weird. Hey, yeah, I play with myself. But listen, man, it kind of sucks when you're playing video games, by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. It's more fun when you have a lot of friends over and just, you get to have fun with it, But yeah, that's my little N64 and the N64 collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it wasn't extravagant, but if you like this video, slap a like on it. Also, drop a comment down below, letting me know, like I said, your favorite N64 games that you like to play and everything like that. Check me out on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and my eBay store. All those links are in the description box of this video. And thank you so much for watching and supporting. And I'll catch you knuckleheads next time.